Following a 2-10 start and some absolutely embarrassing losses, Willie Green was fired Saturday morning as head coach of the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, new general manager Joe Dumars and the team they were left with no choice. The Pels lost on Friday night 118-104 at home at the Smoothie King Center to the Los Angeles Lakers. Look, when a team is doing well, one likes to find superlatives and talk about all the things that went right. Unfortunately for Green, there were too many, what do you call anti-superlatives? I don't know. Whatever the hell it is, the Pelicans had them to start 2025 in the 2026 season. For the third time in Willie Green's 5 seasons, they opened 3-9 or worse in their first 12 games. They were well on their way to matching last year's 5-29 opening. They have a star player who can't or won't find a way to stay on the court and gets hurt more often than, I don't know, a glass figurine riding in the back of a garbage truck on a Lakeview street with potholes. For the first time in franchise history, the Pelicans allowed 120 points in 5 straight games to start a season. For the first time in NBA history, they lost 3 of their first 6 games by 30, count them, 30 points. Look, I loved and defended Willie Green as much as anyone, but I'll repeat what I said. Joe Dumars had no choice but to fire his head coach. Whatever it is, it seemed as if the Pelicans could never kick off their seasons, I don't know, with a bang, with juice under Willie. He's dealt with some tough blows during his reign, and it wasn't all his fault. He didn't choose the human buffet as the face of this team. He didn't cause free agent acquisition DeJounte Murray to tear his Achilles and play just 31 of 94 games since he got here. And he didn't cause all the other nagging injuries that have plagued this team since long before he became coach of the New Orleans Pelicans. But he never could figure out how to kick this team in the ass. He couldn't figure out how to come out of a halftime locker room with fire. And he couldn't figure out how to sustain momentum when he had it. I'm still convinced Willie Green's going to become a really good NBA coach someday. He will get another chance. He's only 44 years old. But he needs to go back and sit on the bench and once again become an assistant for one of the really good ones and figure it out a little bit more than he's figured it out thus far. For now, James Borrego will get a chance to audition to become the team's next permanent head coach. Will it change the fortune of this Pelicans team going forward? We're only 12 games into the season, so obviously there's still time. But I also believe we may find out there are deeper problems than just a head coach. Can James Borrego do what Willie Green couldn't? We'll talk about it next live on the Datitude Podcast, Wednesday at 11 a.m. Central Time on all of our platforms, including YouTube, Facebook, and X.